I was already ready, so why not just start early? I was sitting here doing nothing, so I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and start the live stream early because might as well. Appreciate everybody coming in here a little bit earlier than normal. Bronson Shields, the fire name right there. What's up, man? Shift God OTC, what's up? You to go, man. Dennis Tate, Gene, good morning, brother. To you as well. What's up, Chrome in the building? Appreciate everybody coming in here. We talking Lions, Dallas Cowboys, latest Lions news and rumors, trade deadline, Q&A, Mofo Jimbo in the building. Let's first talk about injury news, and that is good news because there's not a lot of injuries at all. Everybody's practicing. This is great news for the Lions. So we are good to go right now. This bye week was perfect for Detroit. We needed it. We needed it badly. Frank Ragnow is going to be playing on Sunday. Brian Branch is going to be playing on Sunday. That is fantastic news for Detroit. Ifutu Melifonwu is placed on IR, so he's not part of this. So the individuals placed on IR is obviously not going to be part of this rule there. But the Lions are a full practice, and they're going to Dallas for the revenge game. I don't know about you guys, but I am really excited for the revenge game. Out of 1 through 100, I am at a 100. I have been waiting for this game since the overtime loss debacle that they did. What's up, Benjamin Flores? What's up, Ed Mullick? Appreciate you in the building. I've been waiting for this game for a long time, because how it went down last year was butt cheeks. And I am ready for redemption. And I think that the Detroit Lions team is going to be so fired up for this game, the players, the coaching staff, that they are going to, we're going to make sure that it's not between a 1 point or 2 points that we lose a game. It will make sure that we're up by double-digit points. And I know Dallas Cowboy fans are going to come in here and say, no, that's not the case. This team has been waiting for this game since it ended. I remember hearing the team talking about how they beat the Rams. St. Brown said, I wanted to play the Dallas Cowboys. The team wanted to face Dallas in the playoffs. That's how mad they were about that loss. And now they're coming back to what occurred. And just like Dan Campbell said, controlled fury. I'm really excited for this game. And I tell you what, Dallas played a physical team in Pittsburgh. I know they beat them, but they're really physical. They're a hit you, pound you type of team. And you know what the Lions can do to teams, right? After you place the Lions, you get destroyed afterwards. I think that Dallas, they played a physical team, and now you're going to go against the physical team, the Hulk of teams. And David Montgomery and this offensive line is going to just pound, and then, of course, play action there. So I see right there we got the Ram D says Lions 27-20. Oh, my momentum and skill we're bringing in this game will be effing nuts. It's going to be on a different level, in my opinion, for this game, on a different level of intensity that they're going to be bringing, and that is fantastic because we're going to need that for this game. The next 2 games are like that. Best believe that the Lions are going to be motivated for the next 2 weeks. Dallas and Minnesota. But Minnesota is going to be looking for revenge as well. We swept them last year. They're going to be looking for revenge. I still think the Lions are the better team, but they're going to be bringing their A-plus game. I heard the refs don't flag a lot. Yes, we have a crew on Sunday that don't throw a lot of flags. I think it was the second least in the NFL so far. Thank God. This is the type of crew the NFL needs. The least amount of flags. And it's not a Detroit thing. I am tired of flags for all games. I'm tired of watching football and seeing consistent flags. When you're having 20 flags in a game, that is ridiculous. And that has to be more of an NFL thing, a ref thing, than it is for the players, in my opinion. It just keeps going up. It's a good chance Aaron Jones may not play versus us. Really? I didn't know about that, Shift God. That's a big deal. Aaron Jones is a big part of their offense. And matter of fact, their offense was butt cheeks after he left the game in the Jets game. So if he doesn't play, that's a big deal. The Lions will then really put their attention towards the pass defense. You'll see, you'll see, and the Lions can stop the run with their front four, in my opinion. They got good linebacker play. So that will be tough for Sam Darnold if that's the case. If we make them one-dimensional, that would be tough for them. I'm still over the Dallas game. They gave us possible. Well, yeah, for sure. I don't think anybody's over it. Anybody's over that. I don't know if I'll ever be over that. I think this is something that's going to haunt me for a long time. It haunts all of us. Folks, we're in the mailbag segment. So if you got questions, I may have an answer. In the comments, you do hashtag Lions, hashtag whatever, or hashtag FDC to get your comment read. Hashtag FDC, Dallas Cowboys. So right now, put your questions, and we will get after it. First question here from Joseph Plant. Lions trade for Max Crosby yet, and why? Saying, Will, do I think that the Lions will trade for Max Crosby? No. Not at all. I don't think Max Crosby gets traded from the Vegas Raiders at all. I don't think he will. He's a great player. Would I do it? Yeah, I would do it immediately. I'd make it a Super Bowl contender. Will the Raiders do it? No. Are the Lions going to do it? No, because he's not, in my opinion, on the trade market. He's not. I would love it. I think I'd do whatever it takes to get him, right? Just like if Patrick Mahomes is on the trade market, or if, you look at the best players in the NFL, I think we all would do it. But is it going to happen? No, it's not going to happen. And go Tigers, by the way. Watched the game yesterday. Thank God, go Tigers. Man, love what they're doing. Love what they're doing. Perfect game for Terrion to get his first interception. Yes, I would love for Terrion Arnold to get an interception. We're going against C.D. Lamb here. I think Carlton Davis probably against C.D. Lamb. Turbin will be there with Terrion. Ooh, a good little matchup. I think the Lions can benefit from this matchup, and I would love for him to get his first interception. He's doing good work. It's just his handsy. That's it. He's got to stop with his hands in the grabbing, but other than that, he has been phenomenal. For a rookie, he's been phenomenally horrible when it comes to the flags. So his play's been good. The flags has been butt cheeks. He's staying with the receiver. He's turning ahead. He's doing everything you like to see. That's great. But he's getting killed with the penalties. So I am with you on this one. Lions, do you think that the Lions will get in a trade? Yes, I think the Lions will trade for an edge before the NFL trade deadline. So then within, right before the deadline. I'm not saying it's going to be a name. I don't think it'll be a name, but I do think they make a trade for a player. No doubt about it. I do believe so. Would you guys make a trade for a edge rusher? In the comments, place Y for yes and N for no. Let me know your thoughts. Today's show is sponsored by Game Time, the fastest and easiest way to buy tickets for events such as comedy shows, sporting events, theater, or whatever. Their lowest price guaranteed. That's the Game Time guaranteed. And let's keep it 100. Going to an event is much better than being on the couch. For example, if you want to see the Lions game in Dallas on Sunday, you can go to Game Time and get tickets to go there. And our friends from Game Time has a new feature. It's called Game Time Picks. And what this does is you search for tickets, and it filters out all the fluff to get you the best deals on tickets. So you don't have to waste any more time searching through thousands of sites to get your tickets. And when you go to Game Time app, the way you use Game Time Picks is you go to the Game Time app, you find it, a game, an event you want to go to. The app then will look like a 3D view. It selects the Game Time Picks button on top of the screen and it automatically does the research for you, filters out the tickets in the database to give you the best deals and the best seats so you don't spend hours on a bunch of different ticketing sites trying to find the best tickets. You can get exclusive flash deals and tickets for football, baseball, basketball, concerts, and more. And in the middle screenshot, by the way, I think it's a fantastic feature of the app. It shows you where your seat is, and if you move your phone left or right, you can see the surrounding area like a 3D live photo. Also, all pricing is right in front of you, so you don't get hidden fees at checkout. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time today. How do you do it? You go to Game Time, plug in Chat Sports, and you're going to get $20 off your very first purchase. Again, go to the redeem code section, plug in Chat Sports, you're going to get $20 off your first purchase. Terms to apply. You got to create an account. You got to have an email to save that money. The link is going to be in the comment section and description of this video. So if you're buying Lions tickets this year, make sure using Game Time. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets. Lowest price is guaranteed. All right, let's continue on with the QA right there, and we will continue on. Let's see. Next question here. How do you feel about Goff's perfect game against Seattle? I think it was an amazing game. I think it was awesome. I think it was historic. I think he did a phenomenal job. 18 for 18. You can't put there's no other words to say. It was a perfect game, and I'm very proud of what he did. Let's see, for my guy Robert Bruce, Mike, are you going to be at a remote site broadcasting on Sunday? It will be my birthday, and I'm looking forward to something fun to do. I believe so that I am, Robert Bruce. Not 100% sure at this moment because the game is in the afternoon game. Make sure you're on Facebook and Twitter. I'll keep people updated on there, but I believe so. That's not 100% sure. What are you willing to give up to get an edge rusher? It depends on what the player is, Paul. I would love to get a player for this football team opposite of Aiden Hutchinson to make a significant impact. Now, if you're looking for like a Trey Hendrick, like what type of player are you talking about? If you're talking about like just some sort of, last year we had a Donovan Peoples-Jones trade for, what is a 6th round pick to get Donovan Peoples-Jones is kind of not of a big no name. If you're looking for something like that, you know, you're maybe a low draft pick, but if you're looking for a bigger name, just depending on what you want. But I'm looking. But I'm not willing to just give up anything. And that's the case here. I'm not willing to, give up a first-round pick for a Trey Hendrickson or something like that. I'm not willing to do that. It's got to be the fair deal. So I'm always with that. But the problem is when it comes to trades right now in the trade deadline, the Lions are looking for a specific type of player, not necessarily, sacks or anything. They're looking for a Lions type of player, a football player, a guy who's dedicated to the game, loves the game. So that's why they get the specific type of people. Hashtag Lions, hashtag whatever to get your question answered on here. Ed Mosquito says, I haven't seen much Lions fans in Tucson, Arizona in the past, and now I see them everywhere. Apparently it's cool now to be a Lions fan. Hey, I was a Lions fan before it was cool. Let's see, Trevin, hashtag F. Dallas Cowboys says, love your content. Man, should the Lions throw the ball to Taylor Decker for 2-point conversion again? Oh my God. That would be the troll of biggest trolls if they did that, or Dan Skipper, but you'd have to do it to Taylor Decker. If they did that, oh my God. Yes, please. Please, but it has to work. Or not a 2-point conversion if they're just doing like a play action, quick pass, right? Like they did one to Penei Sewell a couple years ago. They did one to Taylor. If they did that just in the game, it would be hilarious. Hilarious. But it's a trick play. But, well, you know what is not a trick, though, is hitting that like button. Why is that? Because when you hit that like button, it pushes the content out there. So go ahead and smash that like button right now. It helps push the content. Let's keep it going. Let's see. What do you think the score will be? I have the Cowboys and Lions score here. I have the Cowboys with 23, the Lions with 34. I have them a double-digit victory for Detroit. They're not going to do this 2-point conversion thing. Seymour Butts, love the name. That is definitely something from The Simpsons. No doubt about it. And I just put the question there. Morning, Mike P. Appreciate you coming in the building. Lions fan from Thailand. all the way from Thailand. Appreciate you coming in here. Let's see, what up, Mike? Payback time, LFG. That is payback time, and the Lions have had this game marked on their calendar since the debacle that occurred last year in overtime, and they have been waiting for this game, seething for the opportunity to smash Dallas. I think this is a game that Dallas is walking into a buzzsaw. That's what my personal belief is for this game. They're walking into a buzzsaw. Detroit wanting to lay the hammer down in this one. Hashtag FTC. Pound the rock. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Do you think that we will contain CeeDee Lamb? I think CeeDee Lamb probably gets 70, 80 yards receiving. He'll be going probably against Carlton Davis. Those two are going at it. Less than 100 is all I'm looking for. That's it. So if you're talking about if that's what you mean by contain, if you give a wide receiver less than 100, I'm happy. I am happy. Is Micah Parsons playing? I would say he's not. It's quote-unquote questionable. I would say he's not playing in this game at all. He will not be playing. The Lions, great offensive line, and the Dallas Cowboys got a defensive line that's a little bit banged up right now. DeMarcus Ware on IR. Micah Parsons probably not playing in this game. And I want to keep saying that the defense of Dallas got better versus Seattle their last 2 weeks. Look at who have they played. Or not Seattle, versus Pittsburgh. Steelers. Look who they played. Their offense is butt cheeks. Giving up. Goff is the great. Hey, what's up, Taylor? Alexis Janella. I love what Jared Goff is doing. Perfect game for Goff. Let's see. I don't think anybody's given up on the game. We're still get. You're talking. Oh, they're James Janella and Taylor Alexis Janella. Yeah, that's like. When I see big yards, especially at the end of games, that's fine. If the Lions are going to there's going to be passing yards put on the Lions' defense. You say, why is that? Because the Lions are making teams one-dimensional. They have to pass. They have to pass. So the passing yards is going to always be up more versus Detroit defense than it is rushing. The Lions they stop runners. They just stop them. They're great in run defense. The Lions' run defense is great, so of course the passing's always going to be up. We're doing better than last year in pass defense. I'm happy. We are exactly where I expected them to be. They're a top 16 defense. I'm perfectly fine with where we're at. I'm not going to get upset. We have a super chat from Roger the Goat Gawardo. Ultra Combo! Yeah, this is a $9.99 super chat. It says, appreciate your work, brother. Let's go Lions. Let's go Tigers. Roger the Goat Gawardo, I am with you 110%, brother. Absolutely. Go Lions and go Tigers. Who do you think we're going to go to put on CeeDee Lamb? It's going to be Carlton Davis, in my opinion, will be on CeeDee Lamb. It makes the most sense. He's been playing, generally speaking, against teams number ones. Carlton Davis, CeeDee Lamb probably will be the matchup. Most definitely. That's what I see it being. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell, folks. Why is that? Because I think about 15% has hit that notification bell. Make sure you do that. Let's keep going on with questions here for the mailbag segment. I love this. It gets back to you guys, and I just lost my screen for it. Let me get my screen back. There we go. Living my best life. What is up, my man? Appreciate you in the building. Time for revenge from what happened last year. I agree, the man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 100%. Chrome says go Tigers. Absolutely. Go Tigers. Man, I hope they win. Let's go. Let's go. My, crazy. It's crazy. I was watching it. I was listening to it on the radio, and then I jumped to it, watched it on the TV, seeing the fans. Oh, my God. That place is packed there. Packed. And they ain't hitting nothing. How many innings been straight? It's been like 22 innings straight without a score from the Guardians. Amazing work. Amazing work. Vash Starwind in the building. Ultra combo just for Vash.
Ultra combo!
What do you think? What do you think of Betts? I don't think much of Betts. I don't think he's that good, in all honesty. I don't think it's going to help our team. He wasn't really good in preseason. And I just don't think he's really an NFL talent. And that's not being mean. I know you like him. That's just my personal opinion. You may disagree. That's perfectly fine. I just don't think he's something that the Lions would need. I don't worry about Dallas. We will win. I worry about the freaking refs. That's why we got to pound them, Jeffrey, is you got to put up the points. And I think the Lions are not going to allow it, a refereed game this time. They're not going to allow it. They're going to put up a ton of points where one bad call is not going to change it. You need to put up double-digit points against teams like the Dallas Cowboys because of the referees, and that's just the fact. You have to do what the Green Bay Packers did to them in the playoffs. You have to annihilate them. Checking in from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Forever go Lions and Tigers. We got the rest from the Chiefs and Broncos game last year, and I think they've not called that many flags this year. They're the second least amount flagged referee group in the NFL so far this season, so that's good. What do you think of Laporta's slow start? Honestly, we're winning games. I don't think it's much of a slow start. The offense exploded last. I'm fine. As long as we're winning games and we're putting up points, I could care less if one said player gets less than another in a game. I don't care. I just want to win. I do. That's it. If we were to have a game and we ran every single time and we won the game, I don't care that nobody got a reception, right? This offense is so many weapons that there's going to be people that's going to be left out. And it is what it is as long as we're winning. Hey, that's it. That's the only thing I care about. Do you think Tim Patrick gets his first touchdown on Sunday? I'll say no to that one, Shift. I say no, he doesn't get his first one on Sunday. We need to avenge ourselves. The refs will say that, unfortunately. Yes, they will. Going to be hard to take the division. Both Bears and Vikings are better on defense stats. Yeah, well, Lions offense in Lions defense and Lions special teams. I think the Lions best team in the NFC. Our schedule, what we have done to teams. Remember, we faced the Rams when they weren't all completely hurt, right? The Cardinals were hot before we annihilated them, right? The Seahawks were undefeated. The Lions and we played the Bucks, who's a tough team. This is a tough schedule. So this is kind of, a 3-1 start is not bad. I think the Lions will beat the Dallas Cowboys. I think the Lions will beat the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings showed in the Jets game that I think that they're a good team, not a great team. I do. That's kind of what my belief system is. Especially if Aaron Jones can't play, I think that makes that team nearly one-dimensional, and that's going to be tough against the Lions. That all around is really good. Really, really good. What do you think the game plan will be for offense and defense? Offense, run the football, play action. Defense, you know what? I think they should do containment, not blitz. It's funny because Dak Prescott's really good under pressure, but when he's not pressured, he's not good. He's actually one of the worst passers in the NFL. So do containment, force him to pass. That's the best way to go, in all honesty, and then run the football and stop the run, obviously. But Dallas was not going to be able to run the football in the Lions. I'm sorry. We're locked down in the run defense. I think Tim Patrick gets his first touchdown because they won't be expecting it in the backfield. I don't care if he gets it, Mac. I'm good, man. Costa Slazy says, I'm the first-time watcher. What is up? What is up? Appreciate you coming in here. First-time watcher, all of that. We talk Lions on here. We talk Lions all the time. That is what we do. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's Detroit Lions News and Rumors. And every Thursday around this time now I just wanted to go a little bit early. It gives me an opportunity to take questions for you guys, and so I will take questions for sure. And you have one here. What do you think about this game today? The Seahawks, that's going to be a great game. Who do you want to win? That's interesting because I think we beat Seattle, but they're good. But I still think San Francisco is the better long-haul team. Like, I may be wanting Seattle to win because I just feel like San Francisco is the all-around, like, they can get I feel like San Francisco can get on a hot streak and be San Francisco from last year. It's still in the back of my mind, right? And so the more losses they get now, the better. So I'm kind of looking at that. We beat Seattle, so we'd have the tiebreaker. So I'm trying to I may be rooting for Seattle to win this game, even though they have the better record. They're 3-2. Hashtag FDC. Do you think that Jerry has put the payoff for the game? Oh, I don't know. I think the Lions are going to put up a lot of points to where that doesn't occur this time. We can't keep it a close game, so I don't think it's going to matter. Lions Talk by Chat Sports. I think we lose to the Texans on Thanksgiving and to the Packers. I think we lose to the Texans. That's going to be brutal. I don't think we lose Thanksgiving. I think we get it this year. The Lions are tired of losing on Thanksgiving, and it's the Bears. I think the Lions are better than the Bears. The Lions' offense is better than the Bears' offense. I know they put up 36 points against the Carolina Panthers, who I have as the worst team in football. And they did what they had to do. You beat down a bad team, but I don't think they're that great. I think they're a good team. I think they're a 500 team, right? That's where I have them at. Do you see Hutch getting more sacks this week? Maybe he'll get one sack in this game. I think this is going to be a containment type of game again. Again, Dallas, Dak Prescott's not the biggest runner in the world, but he will extend the play. I think they'll do containment, kind of what they've been doing with Kyler Murray and with Geno Smith, and it worked magnificently. Do the same thing. Same approach. I think Aaron Glenn, one of my biggest gripes or worries this year was, will the Lions defense be able to contain the mobile quarterback? And they have done that, and it's been consistent. I think they do it again. It has worked. Magic, right? Magic. It is working. So I'm loving what they're doing. I think they'll do that again in this game. We only got 43 likes. Let's get to 50 likes. That would require 7 more of you to hit that like button. Please hit that like button. It does push the content out there. That's why I'm always talking about it. Do you think that they'll trade for somebody? Yes, a pass rusher before the NFL trade deadline. I predict the Lions will make a move for a pass rusher. I don't know who. I couldn't tell you. I don't think it's going to be a big name, though. So if you're thinking of a big name, blockbuster trade, I'm not thinking that. Probably like a 4th-round pick type of player. And I couldn't tell you who that would be. We still don't know. We got to wait a couple weeks till we know really what teams are going to be on the trade deadline, the ones that are going to sell. We still don't know. There's still teams out there that think they still have a shot. We got to wait a little bit. Can you name a few defensive end, not big names, that you three could be good for? Well, Trey Hendrickson, I know he's a name, but I think that would be the most realistic one. I think you can get him maybe for a mid-round pick, third, fourth, in that area. He fits what we're doing. He already has connection with DJ Reader, and the Bengals are a bad team. We just got to wait to see if they continue to be bad. That's why I'm rooting for them to lose. The more they lose, the more they'll probably be sellers. That's what I'm looking forward to. The Jaguars, they got some players there. I've heard some rumors. Trayvon Walker, it's hard for me to believe that they would trade him. But, hey, keep the losses coming up, right? Keep the losses coming up for all players out there. How do you think if injury to Barnes will affect his contract significantly? That destroyed his contract. I think for him to stay in Detroit, he's going to have to take a significant downgrade. I was thinking maybe his contract, maybe he'll take a one-year deal. It could be a one-year deal, a prove-it deal after this point. But it does affect it, make no mistake, and that sucks for Derek Barnes. I want him to come back. Hopefully he can come back by the end of this season. We'll need him for the playoffs. If he can come back for the playoffs, maybe it's a little bit different. But, man, this was a big year for him. And I'm sure that just gutted him. But make no mistake about it. If he's healthy and he could play, Dan Campbell's going to play him. And if he plays well, I do believe so that they would give him probably a better deal than other teams. With that said, it sucks, but it will 110% affect his contract. Lions was up with the Lions' rush defense. They had more rushing yards than the Lions. True. But if you look, it was the end of the game, and the Lions kept putting up points quickly. And then they were running and there was kind of playing catch-up for the Seattle Seahawks. If you look in the first half, I think they had 13 yards rushing. And I know the Lions were extremely tired. They had over 90 plays on defense. They were getting worn out, so I put that with a grain of salt. And plus, Seattle, we're always doing big. Every game we faced Seattle was big points the last couple of years. So I put that of a grain of salt. If you look at all 4 games, you'll see that the Lions are one of the best run defenses in football, all 4 games. I look at 4 games instead of 1 game. I have to work. Thank you for answering my questions. Have a great day and keep doing it. Well, thank you for hanging out, Shane, and I appreciate you. And thank you for taking your time out of your day to listen. Do you think that Skipper will get a touchdown? No, I don't think Skipper will get a touchdown. Folks, I've been on for about an hour, and I'm about to get on and get out of here. With that said, I appreciate everybody hanging out. I appreciate everybody taking the time out of your day. With that said, folks, adios.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring. My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great.